Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. With the reveal of Titanfall 2 at E3 2016, I've noticed a great deal of Call of Duty players and Call of Duty enthusiasts confused why so many people are so happy and excited for Titanfall 2, leaving a ton of likes on both the single-player and multiplayer reveal trailer, while Infinite Warfare's reveal trailer remains at almost 3 million dislikes. So for those of you COD players who are still playing the game and haven't already jumped the sinking Activision ship, this video is for you. I'm going to give you my opinion, my perspective, my thoughts as to why the reveal of Titanfall 2 succeeds while the reveal of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare fails. Okay, let's tick off some of the more obvious things. First off, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare revealed just a single-player campaign trailer. No multiplayer was shown, while Titanfall had two trailers, one for the single-player, one for the multiplayer. I'm sure a great deal of COD gamers can agree that most people play COD for the multiplayer, and that's not what was advertised in the reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare. It was just campaign, and there are only a few select people that really care about COD campaigns. I myself being one of them. People want to see the multiplayer. They want to see what the movement system is going to be like. Is it going to be boots on the ground, or is it going to be jetpacks and exosuits? As of right now, we still don't know, because at E3 2016, still no multiplayer was shown, just more single player. Which is why a great deal of COD players are upset with Activision. For those who don't care about that campaign, they still know nothing about the multiplayer. While with Titanfall, details for both the single player and the multiplayer are out there for everyone to see and absorb. Now let's get technical and look at the deeper meaning, the deeper roots as to why Titanfall is succeeding where Infinite Warfare is failing. Well, if we examine the trailers themselves and look at them from an objective and technical standpoint, Infinite Warfare's trailer, when compared to other video game trailers, it's mediocre at best. I mean, the pacing throughout the trailer is extremely slow, whereas both of Titanfall's trailers are really fast-paced. And believe it or not, the Infinite Warfare trailer doesn't even reveal that much. Now, you don't want to reveal too much in a trailer, but you want to reveal enough. You want to reveal some good bits, some good, meaty, exciting bits. Stuff that you think best represents your game. And I'm sorry to say, if this is all Infinite Warfare has to bring to the table for its reveal trailer, that doesn't speak well for the game, as where with Titanfall 2, they showed unique environments, action-packed and grand set pieces, and epic PvP moments when looking at their single-player campaign trailer and multiplayer trailer. But you know what, moving away from a more technical level, let's look at a more emotional base level. When I watch the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, I don't get excited. There's nothing in the trailer that makes me care. There's nothing in the trailer that makes me interested. There's nothing for me to invest into in the trailer. They don't give you the names of any of the characters. They don't give you an idea about the story or the setting. It's just a slow build up to a bunch of random action scenes, shots of walking, and just nothing to latch on to, nothing to care about. Whereas with Titanfall 2, if we look at the single player campaign trailer, I watched the single player campaign trailer for Titanfall 2 and I'm excited, I'm invested, and on top of that, the trailer actually, it reveals stuff, it reveals enough character, enough story, enough setting for you to actually get invested and actually care. With Titanfall 2, we know the name of the playable protagonist, Jack Cooper. We also know the name of the Titan, the cover boy, the iconic character for this game, the Titan. His name is BT. And through BT's dialogue, I grow a connection with him. I haven't even been formally introduced to this character yet. I haven't played the game and met the character. Just from the trailer, I'm already feeling an emotional connection to this character, to BT. And they reveal just enough bits of the story and the setting and the premise that it has you interested. There's that bit of mystery. With Infinite Warfare, I don't know the name of a single character. I know nothing about what's going on. So in that sense, I guess there is some mystery, but nothing that's gripping, nothing that's intriguing. I mean, you gotta give me something. Adding on to that, what's most important when it comes to a video game? Gameplay. And with the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, there was barely any gameplay. Granted, at E3, they finally showed some gameplay from the single-player campaign, but not from multiplayer. However, the reveal trailer, just looking at the reveal trailer, there was barely, if not anything, just about no gameplay revealed in the reveal trailer. Whereas, going back to Titanfall, both its single player and its multiplayer trailers there was a ton of gameplay. The single-player trailer showed a variety of cinematic set pieces, first-person and third-person perspectives, and even more so in the multiplayer trailer, where the multiplayer trailer was literally nothing but gameplay from the perspectives of the players. And I've said this time and time again, it's gameplay. It's gameplay that gets people excited for video games. And Titanfall didn't waste any time showing you its gameplay. Now let's address something a lot of the still on board COD gamers and COD players have been bringing up. Why is everyone so excited for Titanfall 2 being a sci-fi futuristic shooter, and why is everyone so mad at Call of Duty for now being a sci-fi futuristic shooter? And I noticed most of the COD gamers and COD players asking this question are the ones who only got invested into the more recent Call of Duties. What the new COD gamers and players need to understand is that the old guard, the COD veterans, are pissed off about Infinite Warfare because this is as far away from Call of Duty as you can get. This might as well be a brand new, different IP, a different franchise, a different video game, because this is nothing like Call of Duty. If this was a new IP, a new franchise, people would be okay with it, but the fact that you're slapping the Call of Duty name on it when it looks nothing like Call of Duty. I mean, say what you will about Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, those were science fiction games, but they were still based, they were still grounded. The science fiction was tame for the most part. It was going into realistic and grounded science fiction future settings. Infinite Warfare is just flat out fantasy sci-fi. This is flat out unrealistic. Granted, the Call of Duty games have never been realistic in terms of their gameplay, but in terms of their settings, there has been some sort of form, no matter how small, of grounded realism. You see, new COD gamers and players, Infinite Warfare is just deviating. It deviates so far from what the original, from what the classic Call of Duty games were, that it's almost like it's tarnishing the name, that's insulting the name. That Activision doesn't have faith in what made Call of Duty great, so they just try to reinvent the wheel and flat out rip off from other better games. Instead of actually innovating, Activision goes, what's popular nowadays? Oh, that is, let's take some of that and put it into the new COD. Whereas with Titanfall, the first Titanfall was a sci-fi shooter, the next Titanfall is a sci-fi shooter. It has a base, it has a grounded setting, it's not deviating from what the original Titanfall was. If Titanfall 2 all of a sudden had time travel and all of a sudden the Titans were time travel teleported into the present day, into the Middle East, fighting terrorists, well, that would be badass to some degree. It would break, it would shatter, it would be a departure from what makes Titanfall Titanfall. Just as Infinite Warfare is a complete departure from what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. Titanfall with Titanfall 2 is still Titanfall. Call of Duty with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare isn't Call of Duty anymore. It's this weird abomination of ideas with no coherent footing. However, keep in mind, I'm not saying Infinite Warfare will be a bad video game. It's probably going to be a decent game. I'm just talking about why I and a lot of other people are upset with it. We're not saying it's going to be a bad game. We're saying it's not the game we wanted. It's not the game anyone wants from Call of Duty. No one was asking Call of Duty to go into space. Everyone was asking Titanfall 2 to still be Titanfall 2, to still be in space, but just be bigger and better with more stuff. And that's what Titanfall 2 is doing. And then there's the final nail in the coffin. You have to purchase Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered by buying the special editions of Infinite Warfare. You have to buy a video game you may not want nothing to do with, that you don't want to spend your money on, in order to get the game you actually want to play. For $80, you have to spend $80 to get a game you don't want to get a game you do want. On top of that, this is pretty much guaranteed, Infinite Warfare is going to have a season pass and map packs that split up the community. So Activision is asking you to pay $80 to get a game you possibly don't want to get the game you do want. On top of that, they're going to charge more for the season pass and map packs that split up the community, like every single Call of Duty. Oh yeah, and there's probably going to be supply drops. As a matter of fact, it's most likely guaranteed that there's going to be supply drops, so they're asking even more money from you. Whereas, with Titanfall 2, you pay $60, you get the game, and as a nice little cherry on top, all future maps and game modes, all new future content, will be completely free. You don't have to pay for map packs. The maps are going to be given to you for free, along with free game modes. So which seems like the better offer here? Which seems like the better deal? Which seems like the developer and the publisher actually care about the gaming community? Because it certainly isn't Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. most likely Titanfall 2. I have a sneaky suspicion it's Titanfall 2. Anyways, in the end, these are just my thoughts, my opinions, my perspective as to why Titanfall is getting the critical acclaim and Call of Duty is getting all the negative backlash. These are all just my thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and I'm not here to offend you or insult you or anything like that. Just sharing my thoughts, sharing my opinion. And please feel free to share your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments. I get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly financially, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I will see you all later.